Welcome back to Can Angels Fly. I'm Nancy. And this evening, I'm here to talk to you about a major topic, things we don't think about. And today, the thing that I don't think we think about much is need versus want. Major. And for this video, I'm going to focus on romantic relationships, but you can parallel this to anything in your life. But for this video, romantic relationships. So let's begin. Um, Now, most folks know where I like to begin. And what's that? With my definitions, yes. So we're going to start with the definitions. And we're going to read the definition for need. I kind of, whenever I go to my little dictionary, what is it? Dictionary, www.dictionary.com, their definitions always lead me wanting and longing. Something does not fit well with me. So I kind of took a little bit of what they got and put a little bit of what I know together to create the definition this time. I'm getting fancy. Work with me. Ride the wave. Well, anyway, let me read the definition of need. Need is a requirement, a necessary duty, or an obligation deemed necessary. Yeah. All right. Now let's read the term. I read the definition to the term want. Want is to feel a strong urge to possess something or someone. A desire to be without. I'm sorry. A desire. It says to be without or to be deficient in. Now, there's an importance in understanding the difference between need and want, especially in romantic relationships. And I'm gonna offer some case scenarios so I can clarify exactly what I mean. For the first case scenario, we're going to deal with a young woman. Her name is Jill A. Jill A. All right. Now, Jill A got it going on. She's financially okay. She's spiritually okay. Physically, she got her own. The only thing she doesn't have is a mate, a man. That's what she wants, So, Jill A finally lucks up one day and she meets Jack B. Oh, yes. Handsome and sexy. They get together. The question is, will the relationship be successful or not? Well, let's see what's happening. Let me change the page. Okay. As I've shared, Jill A has everything going on. She's well-rounded and a grounded individual. The one thing she's lacking is a man. And now she's met Jack B. The question again is, will the relationship work or won't it? Well, let's talk about Jack B. Jack B is an alpha male, baby. He got it going on too. He's financially okay, spiritually okay. He all right. I mean, she done just met the man of her dreams. Will the relationship work? Well, it depends. Before I go forward, I want to point out that, I'm talking from the perspective of this woman, Jill A, to this man, Jack B. However, it can go from Jack B to a Jill A, meaning it can be the man's experience with the woman, or the way I'm doing it is from the woman's experience to the man. So let me continue. Okay. Now we know Jack B is an alpha male and he's a well-rounded and grounded individual. She's met the man of her dreams. Will the relationship work? Well, what we have to do is look at what Jack's emotional state is desiring. Now, if Jack wants to be that power couple, like Beyonce and Jay-Z seem to be, that kind of thing. And he understands that he's kind of entering into an agreement or a contract with GOA, and that there are obligations, there are terms to the contract that should be met, then yeah, it's going to be okay. They got a chance. Because Jack B knows he has to do X, Y, and Z, or they have a purpose or cause or aim or desire they both chasing, and they're after the same thing. And Jack B don't mind Jill A being, flamboyant or whatever she is, doing her thing, expressing herself. She makes him feel good about himself when he see her doing her thing. And vice versa, when she see him doing his thing, oh, she love it. It makes for a real sexy night, that kind of thing. Yeah, the relationship has a chance. But what if Jack B emotional state demands that he has someone who needs him? See, Jill A, remember, she had everything. She just wanted a man. She got him. And Jack B was all right with it. The alpha male, Jack B, was okay with that. He didn't mind being wanted. He didn't mind being wanted to enter that contract in order to fulfill an aim, a cause, a desire. But what if Jack B's emotional state requires for him to have someone that needs him? Now that's a whole different scenario. So now, Jack B and Jill A aren't going to get along very well, because Jack B on an emotional level is going to feel like, well, hell, she just wants me. We're in a contract together. And she can let me go at any time I don't fulfill the obligations, the duties, the terms of the condition. I can be released. So what Jack B does, it's the second Jack B, he says, well, I need a woman that needs me. She needs me for emotional support. She needs me for financial support. She needs me for spiritual direction. She needs me. She needs me. She needs me. And why do I bring up Jack B's emotional state? Because he could have something going on inside of him that says, hey, if she needs me, she won't leave me. She won't be too quick to leave me. Even if I don't fulfill the terms, of our contract, she'll be here because she needs me for something. And as long as I fulfill at least that something, I can fail everywhere else. Not to say that Jack B will, but it opens up the door for that. As long as I can fulfill this need. And I know she needs me here. And without me, she would collapse. She would fall. She couldn't move forward. She'll fall in deprivation. I'm sustaining her life. Jack B, depending on who he is from the inside, his internal self, his moon self, determines which relationship he would fit in, which relationship he would choose. Now, let's see. We're going to move on to another case scenario. Let's talk about Jill B now. Now, Jill, this is a whole nother Jill. Remember, we talking about Jill A. Now we're about to talk about Jill B. Jill B. Let me see. Yep, Jill B. Now, let me introduce you to Jill B. You got to be ready. This young woman is unemployed, emotionally, spiritually, and physically a mess. She a hot mess. Everybody know a Jill B. She a hot mess. However, she a real pretty woman. She's sexy. Got to smile. All right, and she's alluring. So here comes our new fella, Jack. Jack A. Should have thought that out a little better. But Jack A. Okay. I'm going to call him Jack Ace for better. Jack Ace. So here comes Jack Ace, and he's very attracted to G.O.B. And they start a romantic relationship. Now, what's his name? Jack Ace, he got it going on too. He's a well-rounded, well-grounded fellow. Will the relationship between Jack Ace and G.O.B. work? Well, let's look at Jack Ace's internal emotional state. What does it require? Well, if Jack Ace is a person who wants to be needed, you know, well, then G.O.B. is the girl for him. Because G.O.B. needs spiritual support, spiritual guidance. She needs emotional support. She needs financial support. She needs a car ride. She needs some clothes. She needs some hair. She need. And Jack Ace might, really be susceptible to her based on his deep emotional state. Because he needs to feel needed. He needs to feel like this person is not going to leave me. And as long as I fulfill her needs, we're okay. We're okay. But if Jack Ace has a desire to be wanted, because what ends up happening over time, Jack Ace messed around with G.O.B. and she constantly, I need it, give me. Then what ends up happening, over time, Jack Ace don't know if Gio loves him or does not. So, Jack Ace, he don't know if G.O.B. love him or is just using him. And that could cause him to experience emotional dissatisfaction, relationship or romantic dissatisfaction. G.O.B. is using me. She always needs. What does she do for herself? She needs me to, buy her a pair of shoes. She needs me to make the bed for her. She needs me to make the decisions for her. She needs me to think for her. Needs. Where is her individuality? How do I know? How does Jack Ace know that G.O.B. loves him? It becomes a place of dissatisfaction. So, Jack Ace may come to an understanding like, I need me a woman that wants me. I don't mind doing all those things. I don't. But I need to know that she wants me. Let her have a little bit of her own. Even if she's not too well to do. I want to be able to see my woman, think for herself sometime. Be able to make some decisions on her own, and I know that she can sustain her life after me, outside of me. But yet she wants me in her world. And I want her in my world. That on an emotional level, deep emotional level, can really suggest that a person loves you, And so there is a difference between want and need. And that difference is a major subject matter that people should look at when they're entering romantic relationships. Like I said, you can parallel it to anything in your life. But romantic relationships is a good place to begin to analyze whether you're in a relationship that you want or if you're in one where you need. And vice versa. What about the other side of the contract? What about the other person? What about that significant other, that romantic interest? Are they in a relationship with you because they want you or because they need you? Now, as I was saying, when it comes to wanting a person, wanting them, it is possible that when the other side does not fulfill their part of the contractual agreement, that you may more quickly dissolve that contract than when you're in a contract with one who is needy. You know, the need can cause a person to stay around, to stay in a contract that is not going well, or abuse, domestic violence, those kind of things. Some people put up with because they need. Because they need. But it really depends on what a person believes love is. What is love? Is love when someone needs you and there is a requirement for you to sustain their life? Or is love when you want someone just because they're them and they bring some enjoyment to your life? They enhance life for you. They make life worth living. As I think about that, speak about it, it seems like that's where we all need to find a balance at, somewhere in between. Because me, I would really like to be wanted, and I also like to be needed. And I'd like that to be the same for the person on the other side of the contract. Thank you for coming to Can Angels Fly. Until next time. Bye.